they had to drive over train tracks. Their car got stuck in the train tracks, and when they looked over, well, I guess they could hear it too, they saw a train coming in the distance. The mother was freaking out, the children were screaming, but it was too late. The train plowed right into their car. When the police arrived and were searching through all the wreckage, they found the 2 dead bodies of the children, and they found the legs of a woman, but her upper half was missing. So it was missing, and it was never found. Shortly after, there were numerous murders that happened in this town. All of the victims were children. So children started making up this monster known as Clack, saying that Clack was the one who was killing all these kids. They said she had no legs, it was just her upper half, and she had super long fingernails. And those fingernails were the ones that helped her to get around, to get these children. And the reason why they called her Clack was because of the sound her nails would make when she would be chasing you. So that is terrifying. The children in this town had each other's backs because they were always like, you know what? We gotta be indoors by the time that it's dark. And they would tell each other this, like, do not come outside when it's, the sun is starting to set, when it's starting to get a little darker in the sky, like, you go inside. And the reason was because of Clack, because they said she would start stalking the streets after 6 p.m. When 6 p.m. came along, she would be stalking the streets, stalking the children, taking the children, killing the children by tearing them in half. So this poor girl, when she arrived at the grocery store, they didn't have what her mom specifically wanted, so she had to go to a few other stores to find these items. And when she was walking home, she was like, okay, please don't be 6 o'clock. So she looked at her at the time, and it was 5:52 p.m. So she was like, oh my god, it's almost 6. As she was walking down the street, she saw all these parents calling their children to come inside fast, and they were locking their doors and windows. So that made her extremely nervous. So I don't get it, because if all the parents are in on this and they know about Clack, and that's why they're locking their doors and windows and stuff, why did the mother send her daughter off by herself close to 6 p.m.? This girl was just, speed walking down the street, she was getting super scared, and once she actually reached her street and was getting closer to her house, she heard this strange sound. She heard the click-clack, and when she turned around, her whole street was empty. Nobody was out. It was super silent out there. It was, I'm picturing it in my head right now. It is actually so terrifying. She would turn around and nothing was there, so she started running for her life. She finally made it to her house. The door was locked. All the windows were locked. The curtains were all closed. You could not see inside of her house. She was freaking out on her porch. She started pounding on the door because she's like, girl, where is my mom? She sent me off to the grocery store and now she's gonna lock them doors on me. She was freaking out. And you know what happened? The mother fell asleep. So she locked all the doors on her daughter, locked all the windows, closed the curtains, and she fell asleep. Great parenting. The girl is still pounding on the door, screaming for her mom to open up the door. And all of a sudden, the pounding stopped. The mother did not hear any of this pounding. She slept right through it, and her daughter was screaming for her life, Anyways, the mother finally woke up and she opened up her front door. So I don't know why she just opened it. Maybe she did hear the pounding. I don't know, but a little too late, girlfriend. So she opened up the door, and the sight that she saw, she screamed like a horror movie scream. It was just the most awful sight she ever saw in her life. There was blood everywhere, all over the porch, and written in blood on the doorstep said, "Mom, why didn't you open the door?" And this girl was never seen again. So obviously, Clack got her, and her mom sent her off to the grocery store. I will never understand that one. I will never understand that one. I mean, I'm not a parent, But if I knew about a click clack in the neighborhood, I would never let my child go. Especially that young. I would never let my child out of my sight. Ever. Especially the world we live in, like, please, I would never do that. So that is the legend of Click Clack.